What's up, gun enthusiasts? Greg Rowe Show Tactical. The other day, I made a video about staccato attempting to use influencers such as Paige Rue, who is some chick who shoots on Instagram, to sort of try and promote or get more women or new shooters interested in staccatos and getting staccatos in their hands as far as, carry guns or defensive gun options, and why I didn't think that was going to work. And just to kind of summarize that whole thing, I didn't think it was going to work because it's a pricing thing. It's not necessarily a quality thing or a feel thing or a fit and finish thing or a reputation thing. It is a pricing thing, right? It is a pricing gap that they have with their firearms that the average shooter, a woman shooter, a first-time shooter is just not going to look at that and say that is worth it to me. That they don't buy into the reputation, the hype, how smooth, the action is, how fast you can shoot them. They don't buy into all that. They look at price as their first sort of option. And that's why I didn't think that was going to work. So what I wanted to do in this video was give you, in my opinion, right now in 2025, the top 10 carry options as far as bang for the buck that I believe are out right now for a new shooter, a first-time gun owner, a woman who may be searching for their first sort of firearm. I want to give you, in my opinion, what I think the top 10 bang for the buck best carry guns right now on the planet are. A couple honorable mentions here. I'm going to throw out the Glock 42, 43, and 43X. You can pick up a Glock 42 for around $400, maybe a little less, $379, $389, but typically about $400. It's chambered in .380. It's 6+1. Yes, you could buy mag extensions and stuff like that, but every gun on this list that I have is $400 or less. So that's sort of what I mean by bang for the buck, right? You're getting a nice firearm made by a quality manufacturer that will have anywhere from 6 to 15 rounds, and you're going to be able to pick it up for $400 or less. So the Glock 43 is about $450, and the Glock 43X is anywhere from about $485 to $500. All of these prices that I got are from Grab a Gun. If you've never heard of them, you can check out the website there. They have a lot of deals. You can buy guns and have them shipped to your local FFL if that's something you're interested. But that's where I sort of got these prices off of, because Shields and Cabela's and Bass Pro and Sportsman's and all these other places, local shops, are going to have different prices on their guns. So I just went off of what I could find on Grab a Gun. So leading into number 10 on my list is going to be the Shield Plus from Smith & Wesson. The Shield is a proven platform. A lot of people carry it. A lot of people trust it. Shield Plus, you can get an 11 or 13+1, and that's around $400. So that's going to be number 10 on my list. Getting into number 9 is going to be the Ruger LCP Max. That is chambered in .380. It is a 10+1, and it's $270. So you're getting a lot of value there from another proven and trusted platform. Coming in at number 8 is going to be the Canik Mete MC9. That's a 15+1 gun for around $400. Canik is a company that over probably the last decade or so has really started to gain traction and a good reputation within the gun culture, the gun community. James Yeager from Tactical Response, rest in peace to James. I was a huge fan of him. Is really the first person that I know that was really like, hey, check out Canik, and really kind of brought people's attention to the platform. Caniks have amazing triggers. I mean, really, for a striker fired kind of polymer gun, one of the best triggers out there. It's really butter like. So coming in at 8, the Canik Mete MC9. Number 7, we're going to do the Beretta APX A1 carry. This is a 6 or an 8+1 gun. I've done a couple of reviews of this gun on the channel. I really like this platform. Can fit in the pocket, has very aggressive stippling. Now this model is optics ready when the original APX wasn't, the Nano wasn't. But this is a gun that has a great track record as well. It's made by Beretta, who's the oldest gun manufacturer in the world. You can pick this up right now on Grab a Gun for $230, which is, a smoking price. I've seen them as low as $199, which you can't beat that from a Beretta. The quality of a Beretta, the reliability of this gun. The only reason it's not higher on the list is that Beretta isn't really the best as far as aftermarket support. Trying to find, night sights for this, trying to, really find a holster maker for it. You can find them, but they're not as abundant as some other guns. So that's why it's at number 7 on the list. Number 6 is going to be the Taurus G3C Toro. That is 12+1 coming in at $250. The Taurus G2 and G3C, again, over the last probably 6, 7, 8 years, have really gained a good reputation for being a nice budget entry firearm that is concealable, that is reliable, and really just a really decent firearm. So that's number 6 on the list. Number 5 is going to be another Taurus. That's going to be the GX4 Toro. I just like the ergonomics of this gun better, the trigger better. I think it looks better. It comes in 11 or 13+1, and you're coming in a little cheaper than the G3C at $230. Again, a top 5 sort of, bang for your buck carry gun right now. Coming in at number 4 is going to be the Canik TP9 SF Elite. This was the first Canik that I shot, sort of in that Glock 19-ish size frame. It's 15+1 and coming in at about $390 right now on Grab a Gun. Really bang for your buck, an amazing firearm, good reputation, high capacity, a great price, a great trigger. You really can't beat Canik. Coming in at number 3 is going to be the Beretta APX A1. Again, sort of that same size as the TP9 SF Elite. A little bit shorter barrel and whatnot than what's on a Glock 19, but sort of in that same kind of category, like a compact gun. It's 15+1, and right now it's $345 on Grab a Gun. One of the best bang for the buck handguns from again a great reputable company like Beretta. Coming in at number 2 is going to be the Ruger Security 9. This is a 15+1 gun coming in at $250. Again, Ruger over the years with Taurus have sort of, gotten a better reputation. Some of the revolvers from Taurus in the past have sort of had issues, but they've really done a great job to revamp their company. I think Ruger has done the same thing. They're a reputable company who makes great firearms. And this gun, again, is sort of in that, kind of mid-compact size gun. 15+1 for $250. Really going to be hard to beat that. And my number 1 gun right now, as far as bang for the buck, is the Springfield Armory XD Mod 3. This is coming in at a tick under $300. It's, 16+1. And you're really getting that Springfield quality behind you. They obviously have great products in all of the Hellcat products. All the Echelons. They make awesome 1911s. Which are obviously in that next kind of category of price. If you are looking for a 1911 right now, I think they have on Grab a Gun one of the best deals for a 1911 as far as being made, by a great company with a great track record. The Springfield Armory Emissary is $799 right now on Grab a Gun. That's a $1,300 gun that you're getting $500 off. You can get the 5-inch, or you can get the 4.25-inch model that has the full rail and dust cover on it. Really slick looking 1911 for a great price if you're looking for that. But the XD Mod 3, I don't think you can beat that. Springfield Armory has a great reputation for building quality firearms, guns, that have aftermarket support, guns that are reliable. So to me right now, that's the number one gun on the market right now. If you're looking for a gun to defend the home with, a gun that you can conceal, you can throw in a purse, still in that kind of compact size range, but just really can't beat it for $300. So that's my list of the top 10 bang for the buck carry guns right now for anybody that may be looking to get their first gun, that may be looking to get a new gun, a woman shooter that may be looking for something, as their first gun, as a carry gun, something to throw in the purse, whatever. That's my list as the top 10 guns right now that I think you should look at, that are both budget friendly, that are made by quality, reputable companies that have, good capacity and won't break the bank. So that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the section below what you think the top 10 carry guns are. What do you think about some of these guns that are on here? Is there something missing from my list that you feel like should be on there? What are you carrying? What would you suggest to new shooters, to women shooters looking to buy their first firearm? I'm always curious to hear those things. As I said, I love conversation. I think conversation needs to happen more often with everything in the world, but especially in the gun community, the gun culture, instead of tearing each other down, or this person going after this, or this company going after this company. I think we should be opening up conversation and having more of that. So that's what I hope to do with these set of videos that I've been making recently, is just to open them up for conversation. So subscribe to the channel if you want, give it a thumbs up, share, leave a comment in the section below, and until the next time, I'm out of here.